if you're thinking of going away, or if you want to take photos a bit more seriously and have fun with them, then get yourself something separate to take photos with. Now, I'm not saying the smartphones are a bad idea by any means to take photos, but to be honest, my wife and I are on holiday in Sicily, and now we're in Tuscany, and we've brought a digital camera, a little Sony Cybershot, and a JVC camcorder for videos. And it has been so much fun to capture and record everything from our journey. And it's kind of made me come to the realization of things about quality, and how quality isn't always better, right? And smartphones are great because they give us the ability to have freedom and take photos and do videos whenever we want, and in pretty good quality at that. But bringing around a camera and a camcorder that is a little bit grittier, not as high quality as an iPhone camera is per se. Even the JVC camcorder that I've got, I mean, it doesn't even record in HD, it records in standard definition, so the quality is quite low. But I feel like that's the whole appeal of it. It's been so much fun to pull this thing out and capture footage whenever I can. It's one of those things where having accessibility to a camera like a smartphone in your pocket is great, but having it add access to yourself at all times can honestly become a little bit boring. And bringing these things around has just been a blast, because you get to, I guess, transport yourself back to a time where these things were in vogue and in fashion. And it also, having the peripherals separate to yourself, it just gives us this more holiday authentic feel. And I'll show some examples in the B-roll in this video. But yeah, it just has been so much more fun to experience holidaying this way. And maybe it's not just holidaying, it could be, in your own city in general, doing your own thing. I mean, I am filming on an iPhone because it's easier, because I can connect it straight into my Rode microphone here than in a camcorder. But yeah, it has been a blast to bring it as a separate thing. I feel like the higher level of, I wouldn't say difficulty, but it's one of those things where if we go out and we're going sightseeing, we have to make a conscious choice to bring these. And while they're easily portable, I mean, you can put this thing straight in your pocket. I usually carry this around. It's got a strap that I can carry on my hand. And it's also takes a little bit of time to turn them on, to get them operating the way you want them. But that's the fun of it. It just gives us this real authentic tourist appeal, which you don't really get with smartphones. And don't get me wrong, I love taking photos on a smartphone, but it's starting to feel like they're becoming very samey, because everyone's got one, right? And everyone's taking a photo on their iPhones in portrait, landscape. And the more you look on things like Instagram, on, I would say TikTok, the way they're filming stuff, everything feels very samey. And so, yeah, just the appeal of having something separate, a separate peripheral device, just puts the fun back into photography. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about doing something like getting a mirrorless DSLR, getting yourself a digital camera, getting yourself a camcorder, then I would say go ahead with it. The trade-offs are, yes, it's less portable. You have to be conscious while bringing something like that. You do have to charge it quite often. I mean, I have to charge the camcorder every day, which means I've had to bring a separate peripheral for that. So a charger for this camcorder, and the battery, I'll be honest, isn't great. It lasts about a day. This camera's been phenomenal. We've charged this once and we've been here for 7 days. So it depends on what you're looking for in terms of a trade-off. But yeah, if you want something that's fun, authentic, what we've been doing is we've been putting an SD card as a separate entity. So a separate entity, I should say. We've got an adapter that we use. So we take the SD card out, we put the SD card adapter into the iPhone, and it transfers the photos instantaneously. And that has just been a dream, because usually you have to connect them into a computer, into your iPhone separately, into a certain device to be able to get it working. Whereas bringing this adapter has made the process absolutely seamless and just easy to do, easy to use. I can't recommend it more enough. I can't recommend Sicily or Tuscany enough, because it's one of the most authentic places. We had some great food. We've enjoyed a lot of laughs, my wife and I. But yeah, going around with a camera, something separate, it's been an awesome trip, because now we can also document it and discern between being at home and being on holiday. Not to say that we won't use this when we're at home, but yeah, this just gives it a more authentic, fresh, standouty feel, even though these things were made in probably the 2010s, if not earlier. I think this JVC was made in 2007. So yeah, it's been so much fun. We did a week in Sicily, so we did a few days in Taormina, a few days in Cefalù, and just the food, the people, the weather's nice. Back in Australia, it's winter, it's cold, it's jumper weather. Here, you know, as you can see, I'm in my slides. I've got a t-shirt on. This view that we're in Loro Ciuffena is incredible. We're staying in this place. It's a farmhouse that gets converted into like an Airbnb, which is known as agriturismo. So as you can see, there's pools here. There's a sauna upstairs, a basketball ring there. This place has got like 6 beds. It's got a horse off to the side. There's a couple of dogs around. There's some cats. Yeah, it has been an incredible experience. So my takeaway from this is get yourself a separate camera and get yourself to Italy, because you won't regret it. So yeah, this is a bit of a left turn to the content that I usually put out, but I haven't really been able to put something together and write something properly in this trip. We've just been so busy. So again, I'm going to be posting pretty scarcely along this. Maybe, hopefully I'll get one more post in before we come back. But when I come back, it's back to the weekly uploads. Yeah, again, subscribe if you're a fan of this channel. I'm really looking forward to growing this. I think now I'm at 167 subscribers, which is great. Thank you so much again for subscribing. This has been awesome. My goal video that I did has not caught the algorithm, because it's got about 1,000 views now, which is great. But it's starting to pick up and get some people turning some heads. I told a story of how I would write goal 3, and it's been well received. So yeah, thank you for following that along. But yeah, if you have anything else you want me to suggest to make a video about next, then please let me know. I'll be more than grateful to do something along those lines. But anyway, sub to the chan and eat yourself an ice cream. Stay safe. Get 8 hours of sleep. Pray to God if that's your thing, and have good food. Yeah, that's the suggestion here. Go have good food. Anyway, ciao.